you a confident guy who isn't afraid of his own desires? Or a scared little soy boy, aka Mr. Nice Guy? This video might not be what you want to hear, but sometimes you gotta rip that band-aid off and look your demons straight in the eye. The sad thing is, most guys blindly stumbling through life fall into this category without even realizing it. They are trapped in a prison of their own making. But as you'll find out, it wasn't always this way. The mental prison was created long ago, when they were young, when they were too small to understand, when they were simply trusting the system, trusting the people around them. What they were told was a lie. Nice guy, for the uninitiated, is a man that is so afraid of true expression, he must confine himself to a perpetual state of niceness. Imagine a social mask, but on steroids. No matter the encounter, no matter how bad the person, no matter the situation, the nice guy will always respond with, that's right, you guessed it, niceness. Have you ever seen a guy which is always friends with all the girls, but never actually has a girlfriend? He'll happily piss away his time on one-way friendships. Maybe that guy is you. These guys shower girls in their niceness, expecting romantic attraction in return, only to be trapped in another prison, which is nearly worse than the nice guy one, the friend zone. These girls can smell your ulterior motives a mile off. Trust me, you stink. There's nothing worse than a guy that can't own who he truly is, a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's often a passive-aggressive individual who tries to get what he wants through manipulation by being nice. Always avoiding conflict while being as agreeable as possible. The complete opposite of a guy who's confident in his own desires and expression. I want to say that if you are Mr. Nice, it's not your fault. You can have this affliction for many reasons. Because you grew up without a father? Because the system failed you? Because your mother conditioned you? Because feminism poisoned you? Or maybe a combination of all of the above. Why you become this way is not important. What is important is that you break free. It is your responsibility as a man. Before we can smash this nice guy facade, we must understand what's going on behind his beady little eyes. He'll only appear nice on the surface because he secretly wants something back in return. This guy is the furthest thing from confrontational and aggressive. He'll try and seek his precious desires through passive aggression and textbook manipulation. He believes that if he's a good little boy and acts nice 24/7, the universe will simply gift him what he wants. On the other hand, the guy that is confident in his own skin will express what he wants and go for it, with little thought about how he will appear or what will happen if someone disagrees with his intentions. Now I'm sure you're shouting at the screen, can I never be nice? What the hell happened to being a good person? I hear you, and I want you to know you can still be a good guy without being a nice guy. Want to know what the big difference is? Outcome independence. When the good guy does something nice, he simply does it because he feels like it. There's no expectation for anything in return. There's no attachment to an outcome. He simply feels and then acts. Now, there is another character in this battleground. We'll call him the natural, aka the so-called alpha male. He swings from tree to tree, woman to woman, beating his chest whenever he so feels like it. Now this character also has outcome independence. He's also perfectly okay with conflict and does not seek validation or approval from others. This is a man that owns his masculinity. He lives life to the beat of his own drum. The natural will not do this whole song and dance like the nice guy. He is unfazed if people don't like him. Just like the nice guy, he can also be rejected. The difference is, he sees things for what they truly are and takes it in his stride. He doesn't deny reality or pretend to be friends with anybody. He has something called abundance mentality. If he gets rejected, it's not the end of the world. He'll just brush it off. There are more fish in the sea and he'll just go and catch another one. Now, in order to break free from this place you're in, you first need to accept there actually is a problem. No one wants to admit that they are the nice guy who has always been looked over, constantly ignored, or never taken seriously. Try to look at yourself objectively. Are you resentful or salty in many situations because you don't get what you want? Maybe some of you freaky ones like the way of the nice guy, and that's fine. You do you. For the rest of you, recognize there is a problem and start implementing these following steps. Firstly, work on your self-esteem. A lot of these actions are driven from a lack of self-worth. Do this by hitting the gym. The strong body and strong mind you will build will give you the confidence you need to break free. Secondly, only be nice if you truly feel like it, and there is complete outcome independence from your side. Even something as simple as holding the door for someone. If they don't say thank you, you should feel nothing, as you were not attached to the outcome and had no expectations. Finally, you need to start saying no to people. This means if you don't like doing something, then simply say no. It doesn't matter how the other person reacts. Their feelings are not your responsibility. And there are no magical good boy points you're accumulating by self-sacrificing like you did before. Now, practicing this more and more might make you start to appear slightly colder, but that isn't a bad thing. As you shed the warm, fluffy fur of the sheep, the hardened wolf can emerge from the ashes, finally confident in expressing who you truly are and what you truly want. And that, my friends, is how you would get back on the path to greatness. We're rooting for you.